Hello, very good morning, students. Today we are here for the second part of our first lesson, the third level, written by Jack Finney. As we have discussed earlier, the character Charlie, who was 31 years old, reached the Grand Central Station's third level. What he witnessed over there, we will discuss that part in this part second. According to this, Charlie saw that everything was different on the third level. Here the rooms were smaller. There were fewer ticket windows. On the floor there were brass spittoons. The lights were dim. They flickered because they were open flame gas lights. Everybody in the station was dressed the people did in 1980s. Men had beards, side whiskers, and fancy moustache. A very small locomotive was seen coming in. There was a newsboy who had copies of a newspaper, from where Charlie came to know the date of that particular period. It was dated June 11th, 1894. Charlie turned towards the ticket windows. He saw that from here he could buy tickets for anywhere in the United States. He decided to book 2 tickets for Galesburg, where he wanted to go with his wife. But when the clerk looked at the bills in Charlie's hand, he said, "That is not money, mister." The clerk glanced at the cash drawer beside him. There were old-style bills in it. They were different looking. They were half again as big as the money Charlie had with him. The clerk threatened to call the police. Charlie at once turned away and got out fast because he didn't want to spend time over there in the third level. Next day, Charlie drew $300 out of the bank and bought old-style currency. He had to pay a premium with that particular money, but he used to bought old-style currency and moved to the third level again with his wife to buy 2 tickets to Galesburg. His $300 bought less than 200 in old-style bills, but though he tried many a time to reach to the third level, but he could never ever find the corridor that led to the third level at the Grand Central Station. His wife became much worried when he told her all this. She thought that Charlie could have become mad. She didn't want him to look for the third level anymore. And after a while, he stopped. But he often talked to his friend Sam about the beauties of Galesburg. Now Charlie gave his attention to stamps. His grandfather's collection had many first-take covers. Now we must know what is first-take cover. Whenever a new stamp is issued, stamp collectors buy some and use them to mail envelopes to themselves on the very first day of the sale, and the post mark proves the date. The envelope is called a first-take cover. They were never opened. You just put a blank paper inside that envelope. One night, Charlie was looking among his oldest first-take covers. There he found one that had been mailed to his grandfather at his home in Galesburg. Charlie did not remember having ever seen it before. The postmark showed July 18th, 1894, the date. But the paper inside it was not blank, as I have discussed earlier that the first-take cover contained a blank paper. But that first-take cover have letter inside it. It had note from his psychiatrist friend Sam, as it shown in the box. I got to wishing that you were right. Then I got to believing you were right. And Charlie, it's true. I found the third level. I have been here 2 weeks, and right now, down the street at the Daily's, someone is playing a piano, and they were all out of the front porch singing Sing Nally Home, and I am invited over for lemonade. Come on back, Charlie and Lucia. Keep looking till you find the third level. It's worth it, believe me. The note is signed by Sam. Later, Charlie found from the stamp and coin store that the Sam had bought $800 worth of old style currency. With that, Charlie thought Sam could set up a little hay, feed, and grain business which he liked so much. In Galesburg of 1894, he could find no scope for this old business because he was a psychiatrist. This was the end of the story, but according to the story, according to the writer, it was just a walking dream wish fulfillment of Charlie. Actually, there was no any type of third level exist, but it was just a medium of escape for Charlie. As we people also have our medium of escape from the realities, harsh realities. Whenever we are in depressed mood, we have our own notions to come over these type of thoughts. As we are in depressing mood, we just think about whatever good memories we have with us. Some are listening music, dancing, reading books, sleeping, etc. and etc. Everybody has their own ways to confront the realities. We also use such type of mechanism as Charlie did in his life. He thought that he could reach over the third level. He find that third level and he would spend his life over the third level. But actually there was no any type of third level exist. It's just mere imagination of Charlie. That's all.